Not a Selkath in sight. They must be putting a lot of trust in the Republic if they're letting this beast cruise around Manaan without any local military on board.
Don't be absurd. There is no trust between Manaan and the Republic. The Selkath want the Republic gone as much as we do. As much as they want the Empire gone.
I thought the Selkath helped the Republic destroy your ion cannon.
A brief association, in opposition of a common enemy.
How do you know that?
The so-called soldiers tasked with guarding me had many complaints about Manaan's natives. The Selkath's displeasure at the Republic's presence was especially confusing for them. The Republic are aggressors here. Self-righteous and unwanted invaders, though they pretend otherwise. And I will find a way to use their sanctimonious convictions against them.
All those power conduits we fried lead to manual controls on the bridge.
Can you use the controls to deal with the guns?
Does a hut have a tail?
Then we have our target. Let's go.
They must have known we'd make it up here. Our Republic friends locked this system down tighter than bantha hide.
Can you get in?
Oh yeah, no problem. And we destabilize enough of this thing's power conduits that I can rig the guns to explode from here. With plenty of time for us to escape, of course. Say goodbye to the Republic's shiny new toy.
Stop.
What's wrong?
Why destroy these weapons when we can take them for ourselves? Use them against the Republic, should they try to stop us again. Increase the output of these weapons as high as you can, Major. Make them so powerful that we regain our unquestionable dominance over this world.
Not an option, my lord. We shut down too many of the power sources. There won't be enough juice left to supercharge the guns and keep their targeting matrix online. I do what you're asking. These guns will fire on anything that moves. Selkath, Republic, Imperials.
Good. That means no one else will be able to shut them down. When Selkath ships are obliterated by Republic weapons, their rift will deepen. The Selkath can't fight on two fronts, and when the dust is cleared, Manaan will belong to me.
You there? Do you read? What's the status of those guns?
We're at the controls now, Colonel, but you...
Come in! Blast! I thought we'd worked out these comms issues.
Colonel?
Listen, if you can hear me at all, it is imperative that we destroy these guns once and for all. Our people need Kolto, and what we're doing here is the best way to get it to them. But we can't continue if the Republic is breathing down our necks like this. Darth Malgus' orders are clear. Destroy the guns.
Everything all right?
Focus, Major. Do as I command, and you shall be granted a reward befitting a conqueror of worlds.
I'm sorry, my lord, but this one gives the orders.
If the Empire needs Kolto to win this war, then we will take all that Manaan has to offer. Do as Darth Malgus says.
Whatever you say. Countdown initiated. I gave us enough time to get back to the shuttle, but we still better move it before these things get a chance to shoot at us.
Get me to our base of operations. It's time I took control of this mayhem.
I've raised my brow at a lot of things you've done, but never in my wildest dreams did I think you were capable of something so blasted stupid.
Mind yourself, Major. I won't permit this insubordination while there's still so much work left to do.
Mind myself? Stars, you're brainless. We found Darth Malgus, Colonel, and he wasn't too happy to hear about what you've been up to. You had the brass to speak for a Sith with ties to the Dark Council without his permission, but that wasn't reckless enough for you. Not telling anyone that Malgus was missing. Forging his orders. And the best part's gotta be how you dragged us into your stupidity. I know Norik was a pain, sir, and I know he was keeping you from supporting the Empire the way you thought was right. I might have understood if you had just told me about all of this from the start, but you lied to me, and that I don't understand.
Terrible things happen to those who try to deceive me. You're lucky I don't kill you where you stand.
Are you sure that impersonating a Sith is such a terrible thing? Because right now, you sound just like Norak. Where is Darth Norak?
He's on his way.
Then before he arrives and exacts his punishment, at least let me explain myself.
Other than making a complete fool of yourself, what exactly did you do?
Whatever mess you found Norak in was the result of his own arrogance. When I lost contact with him, I simply took advantage of his absence. My entire career, I've done nothing but prove my admiration for the Sith. I served without question, believed they had a right to rule the Empire. Until I had a chance to lead this operation, I cherished the idea that I was helping soldiers live to see another day. Norak, however, kept saying I needed to think bigger. He wanted all of Manan under his rule, but we didn't have the resources to sustain a prolonged occupation of the entire planet. It would have achieved nothing. Nothing more than a boost to Norak's ego. I refused to sacrifice faithful citizens of the Empire for something so irresponsible. And I do not regret that decision. Or the decision to use Norak's name, if it means not one life will be wasted on a Sith's ambition.
Do you regret it now, Cord? Can you still hold fast to your principles while the breath is torn from your lungs?
My lord, if he just...
Finally. I thought I would never be able to get through. I won't question your methods of discipline when it comes to your subordinates, Norak. But you will not treat mine like this. Release him, now.
I want this cowardly bog-tick executed, Krovos.
On what charges?
Incompetence. Dereliction. Fabricating the word of a Sith.
That is disappointing, Colonel. Does anyone have evidence to support Darth Norak's accusations?
Colonel Cord lied to all of us and issued fake orders that were meant to undermine Darth Norak's plans.
That's all I needed to hear. But Cord is mine to deal with, Norak. Major Anri, I am sorry that this falls to you. Arrest Colonel Cord. I want him brought to my location at once.
This is why your soldiers make stupid decisions, Krovos. You let them get away with far too much. You need to set an example.
Well, while you clean up that mess, I'll sort out the issue of finding someone to replace Colonel Cord. Get on with whatever you have planned for Manon, Norak. The war will not wait for your ambitions.
You have my thanks. Something I do not offer freely. Because of your commitment to expanding the Empire's reach, Manon will soon be under Imperial control. Under my control. There is much work to be done if I'm to repair the damage Cord has caused. But I do hope your assistance will be available again, should I need it.
Managed to get the rest of our reinforcements past those guns. Of course, Darth Norak had to get them good and terrified the second they got here. It's going to be a hell of a fight from here on out. We had enough trouble keeping the Selkath away when we only had one section of water under our control.
Norak doesn't know how fortunate he is to have you helping him. You'll easily handle whatever he has planned.
Do you have any idea how good it feels to hear that from someone as important as you? I've seen you in action so many times, and you still never cease to amaze. Not to mention all the times you've come through for me. You're probably tired of everyone constantly falling over themselves for you. I'm sure you don't need to hear me go on about how amazing I think you are. But I can count the number of people I trust on one hand. Every time we meet, you more than earn your place on that list. Hope you know how much I appreciate that.
You've always been a valuable asset, Henri, and I'm grateful for all your help.
Now you're just trying to make me blush. Anyway, I know you have a lot to get back to, and I don't want to keep you from it. Thanks for sticking around and seeing this through.
Which way to the victory celebration?
I wasn't expecting to see you here. Is something wrong?
As much as the sight of you improves my mood, I'm afraid I come with grim news. We've lost contact with the team we deployed to explore the ruins of Darth Nowl's fortress on Elom. It could be a simple malfunction, but given the importance of their mission and the site's interest to Darth Malgus, we should investigate immediately.
Manan is secure enough. Shall we take your ship or mine?
On that note,
I'll be your chauffeur for this mission.
I wasn't expecting you.
I tried to persuade your associate that you were in capable hands with me, but...
But I've not had the opportunity to work with our esteemed ally. I thought this would be the perfect time to become better acquainted.
How could I refuse such a charming request? I have some final arrangements to see to. I'll meet you at the ship.
He certainly has a way with people. We cannot trust him.
You think he might stab me in the back if you aren't here to stop him?
He wouldn't succeed. Regardless, I merely want to spare you the distraction. I'll focus on him so you can focus on the mission. Shall we?
That's just it. So little is known about you at present. It's a mystery, just like Darth Nowl.
Does that trouble you?
Not at all. I quite enjoy it. You should hear the stories people tell.
Should I?
You would find them flattering, I'm sure. I once heard that you only remain at your impressive master's side in order to disguise your full power. After all, who can say what you're truly capable of when you live in a shadow cast so long?
Who indeed? Strange. There's some kind of energy shield over the dig site. The readings don't match any Imperial or Republic design.
Is that the cause of the communications blackout?
Most likely. We can't fly through it either. We'll have to land and approach on foot.
Intriguing. I'll apprise Darth Krovos of the situation. Putting reinforcements on standby seems prudent. Seems like just another ruin.
The shield is projected from a power source near the temple entrance. I suggest we bring that down first.
So that reinforcements can join us more directly if necessary. Thinking ahead. You're as cunning as they say.
Shall we? What is that?
irritating.
I have a theory. Given the native wildlife's abnormal behavior, it's possible this machine is manipulating their... Well, that was fast confirmation.
If Darth Null created these machines, she must have been a talented scientist, or a master of Sith alchemy. Perhaps both.
After centuries, her creations still function, more or less. An impressive feat. The shield. It doesn't match any known designs because Null built it so long ago. Perhaps the dig team activated it by accident, and they're still safe.
Or they activated it because they were attacked. We shouldn't rule anything out at this point.
Null's machines are trying to kill us. Don't drop your guard.
Of course.
Let's continue. This is the source of the shield.
Dead Jedi, dead soldiers. This one was on the dig team. The attack must have started here.
The bodies. They weren't all killed by blasters or lightsabers. Did it. The shield has dropped. Our comms should work now.
I'll contact Darth Krovos immediately. The enemy already came here once. They may well bring reinforcements. We should do the same.
Darth Null was clearly a genius, far ahead of her time. How is it possible that we have no records of her? I'm beginning to suspect that this was intentional. Her whole existence erased purposefully.
But why?
Perhaps one of her creations made her a threat to the Dark Council, or even the Emperor, though that's difficult to imagine. Even so, I struggle to think of anyone else with the power to wipe someone from history so completely.
If that's true, I can see why Malgus would want to learn more about her.
The only other person to make Emperors and Dark Council members that nervous is you.
Krovos has confirmed that reinforcements are on the way. We can't be far from the ruins. Let's hurry on.
That can't be good.
I sense something.
I sense it too. Malgus.
He's here. Hurry.
You. I should have known. I did not come here for you. Stand aside, or die. So be it. Nothing can stop what is to come. Not even you. You will not stand in my way. Pain is nothing. My hate will destroy you. Bear witness to true power! Die! Pain is nothing. Enough! This ends now. Die! Pain is nothing. My rage will consume you.
The long hunt is over.
Will it hold him?
Until he tells us everything he knows. Or he dies.
Will he actually tell us anything?
Probably not at first. But eventually, he will accept the full gravity of his situation. A fresh dig team will resume the work on Elon shortly. Malgus made quite a mess, but with luck, we'll soon know everything there is to know about Darth Nal.
If her inventions can be militarized, with our replenished Kolto reserves, the Republic will have precious little hope left. The cell is satisfactory, Lord Eldred. I will share my appraisal with the rest of the Dark Council. Darth Savik should be cautious. You could be a marvelous contender for her position. With Malgus captured, what is next for the Hand of the Empire?
What you should have done by now. Winning the war.
Indeed. And since I have laid the groundwork, it should be very easy for you.
You think this is over? I have revealed a truth long buried. A path to power, concealed by thrones and hidden by councils. Overshadowed by a war with no true victor. I have seen a vision of the future, a galaxy in flames. What I have begun will not end with me. This is only the beginning.